Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Baha, Rahakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, on pushing this word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Matthew from Great Millstone here in Dallas. And, bro, as we're at the tail end of this rulership, which is Esau Edom, which is the ruler of this kingdom. All right, as it says in 2 Ezra 8. All right, this world is for many, but the world that comes for a few. Roughly paraphrasing, and the Lord is actually moving fast. All right, for his who is the elect sake. It tells you that in Matthew 24. You know, these days are being shortened for the elect. And who is that? The elect? That's the elect of Israel. Okay. The so-called black, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we also are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth among other nations. But it are the ones that have that true understanding, and the Lord has gave them that eyesight to see the true understanding and the 100% true doctrine. And have the fear of the Lord, because that's his treasure. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, as the scriptures tell you. You know? And you have a lot of these jakes out here still playing games, and the Lord is actually showing you, bro, these things are really coming to pass. These wars, rumors of wars, you have peace talks, and then 2 or 3 days later, you have what? Bombing happening. Okay? Rumors upon rumors, wars upon wars. These things are really moving forward, and they're moving fast. The Lord is getting ready to beam the elect out of here. But we know we have to go through these prophecies. Right? That's why you can't say, hey, World War III is gonna, and the nukes are gonna be going off. Not yet, because of what? Because of because we gotta go through what? That time where they're setting up to set the MOTB up, okay? That mark. And that's and a lot of these Israelites are gonna take it. Because things are gonna get hard out here. The Lord tells you, and it tells you the Lord's word is not gonna come back void. Okay? World is not, and then you have all these different men that are speaking and not giving prophecy or letting them know that telling our people to get right, because the day of the Lord is at hand. You have, the Lord tells you that it's going to be famine, pestilence, war, you know, neighbor coming upon each other's houses. Why? Because of the lack of bread. Things are bad out here in Babylon, aka America. And we're supposed to be reporting these things. You know, we're supposed to be reporting these things. And Great Millstone from our apostles.
In 2 miles, use the right 3 lanes to take the State Highway 114 exit.
They're on down, they're letting you know. They're giving that understanding and telling you that the Lord is getting ready to move, and we have listened, because they're not trying to make money off this truth. They're not trying to go about it and have fame in this truth. They have fear. They have fear of the Lord, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. They have true fear, and that's the way they move. They're not taking breaks on these different seasons, you know, camp season, things like that. They're not taking breaks. They're going, like the scriptures say, in season, out of season, right? Because the word, like I said, the word of the Lord is true. What is that? Psalms 126, around the 160th verse, says his word has been true from the beginning. The truth has always been there. The Lord told, like in Daniel, to close the book for a minute. Then, like I say, want to be going to running to and fro, and knowledge is going to constantly
In half a mile,
increase.
use the right 3 lanes to take the State Highway 114 exit.
And they're constantly going to It's constantly going to increase, and we're seeing the increase that is happening. You know, that increase is happening, and we're going to see. going to see that constant increase, you know what I'm saying? And the knowledge has increased because now we're at the last end, you know? When Daniel was on the scene, it was a time where he known about the different kingdom that was before, the kingdom he was in. But then he told you about what? The kingdom where actually the Edomites would be ruling, because he was in the Babylonian captivity, he was in the Persian captivity, all right? He was in that transition. And then then like you said in Daniel 2 and other parts of the day, he told you about the things that was coming forth. And that was that Edomite rulership. Yahushua was in the Edomite rulership within the Roman. Now we're in Rome 2.0. When you read in Daniel 2, that's the feet part iron, part miry clay. All right? That's going into who? The NATO and the EU. And now we're seeing what? That collapse of that. And with that collapse coming, you're also going to receive and start seeing what? That NWO that is coming forth. That digital system, which has already been, the foundation has been laid. And now you're seeing all these prices going up, all these different things that are happening. People losing jobs constantly. Oh, this is really setting up for that MOTB, because people are going to be in what? It's going to be perplexed. We went into that last night. Perplexity. And being perplexed is being what? Basically don't know which way to go to receive comfort. Alright? You don't know which way to go. You basically are that mental breakdown. I don't know what to do. And he's always going to bring forth that solution. And it's going to be that seal, the MOTB. And the scripture talks about, see, the Lord word is true. Alright? The Lord word is true. So we got to get ready for the things to come. Like I say, we're going to be in it as well. Well, I'm a part of that number of being the elect. But I know one thing from our apostles, like Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rachab, Apostle Ramla, these men and our bishops over in Connecticut, our elders, they fear the Lord, and they actually do not sway from the understanding that they've received. They don't try to change and say, well, we got to say Jesus because we need a 501, one of those and all this. No. They stick to what's needed. They stick to the scriptures. And that's what we're supposed to do. Constantly stick to the scriptures. These things are happening, and we know it's high time to wake out of sleep, because what? We know salvation is nearer than we believe. All right? But like I said, from our apostles on down, they're giving a report. But it says in Isaiah, who will believe this report that we're given? Because this report we're given is not coming from just being man and we just saying what we feel and what we think. It's coming from above. So who's gonna believe this report? Those are the ones that fear the Lord, and the ones that sign the crime for the abomination. They're gonna be the meek, ready to give up the world and receive the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You can't be constantly tied in the carnality of the world and stay within this truth. Like I said, we're not perfect, but we always got to stay in the spirit and not trying to sway, not trying to play both fields. So if you with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're not of the world or the things in the world. Okay? So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Waha, Wahakudash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessings to your Akim, pushing his word and truth and sincerity. Shalom.